So I'm thinking a lot about assessment and attention, because on February 4th I've got to give a workshop to a group of about 80 or 90 high school teachers about just that topic. In Manitoba we have a new report card mandated by the provincial government, and amongst the many things it says in that report card is that we can't base our assessments, or we can't report rather, and collect evidence of student learning as delineated by categories like tests, quizzes, assignments. In other words, assessment can't be task-based. Assessment should be based around the big ideas of the discipline. And I'm wondering, you know, there's that video on YouTube about a bunch of people passing a basketball back and forth wearing black shirts and white shirts, and you're supposed to count how many times the people in the white shirts have passed the ball. Of course, you miss the gorilla who walks through everyone. Because when we're attending to some things, we miss or we fail to pay attention to others. So I'm wondering what it's going to look like when we've got grade books that have assessments categorized not with headings like quizzes, tests, assignments, projects, exam. What if the headings say things like mental math and estimation, problem solving, critical thinking, makes connections to the real world? And what happens when you start thinking about the assessment instruments that you design? What will those assessment instruments look like if you have to be able to generate evidence that a student understands problem solving, or can make connections to the real world, or has developed their critical thinking? And critical thinking, that's going to be in everything that we teach. There's some echoes here in Howard Rheingold's work about infotension. He talks about setting up radars, dashboards, and he talks about crap detection, which essentially is critical thinking. But basically to attend to certain things that matter so that we don't overlook the important stuff. I'm really curious if anybody has started creating grade books that look like that, with categories based on the big ideas of the discipline they teach, and if it's changed anything about the way you assess student work or design that assessment.